Good afternoon. Today Lisa is going to show you how to make traditional Chinese dumplings. She has taken some pork mince which has been lightly mixed with oil, and she has then chopped some spring onions and fresh ginger, which will now be put into the pork. Then a little light soy sauce will be added, together with some white pepper, and the whole mixed together. The next process is to take some celery and Chinese leaf and finely chop. As you can see, both the Chinese leaf and the celery have been very finely chopped. The celery was parboiled first to help soften it for chopping, and you should then squeeze both the Chinese leaf and the celery to remove excess moisture, otherwise you'll end up with very soggy dumplings. The casing for the dumplings is made by mixing dumpling flour with warm water. Which is gently kneaded to form a dough. Once the dough has proven, it should then be manipulated and made into a long sausage shape. It is then cut into small pieces about the size of a 10p coin. And about half an inch thick. The pieces of dough are then flattened, as you can see, ready to be rolled into flat shapes. This may take a bit of practice as you use one hand to roll and the other hand to guide, so you end up with circles of dough ready for filling. The mixture of pork, Chinese leaf and celery is then thoroughly mixed and salt added to taste. Once the mixture is thoroughly mixed, it's then time to start making your dumplings. Put a small amount of mixture in the pastry, then fold it over from the outside first, as you can see, and crimping it tight. You should be looking to get this sort of shape when you've finished. Once you have made your batch of dumplings, they then need to be cooked. This can be done in one of two ways. Either in a steamer for around 15 minutes, or the more traditional way is in a pot of boiling water. So bring a saucepan to the boil and then add your dumplings. They should be stirred to make sure they don't stick together. And allowed to boil, brought back to the boil and allowed to boil for around 2 minutes. Once they have boiled for that time, you should add some cold water to cool it down, and then bring them back to the boil for another 2 or 3 minutes, and repeat this process 3 times. These dumplings have now been boiling vigorously for around 3 minutes, so we're adding some cold water to take them off the boil, and then they should be allowed to come back to the boil vigorously again for 2 to 3 minutes, then add more cold water again. Once the process has been repeated 3 times, the dumplings are then ready to be eaten. They can be enjoyed with a number of different sauces depending on your taste. Personally, we like to use dumpling sauce, but you can make different sauces with soy sauce, white wine vinegar, garlic and sesame, just to provide different flavours. Here we are, they are now ready to eat. We hope you've enjoyed this video. This is the first of a selection of videos we will be making on traditional Chinese cooking. Please subscribe to our channel to be notified when the next video is being released.